Hey, how ya? Today I will try to open this Xbox S. So this Xbox is actually do not working, and the reason is after a few minutes it's getting kind of like artifacts on the screen, and it's getting blurry or whatever and switching off, which this was happening because I touch camera. This happened not straight away. On the beginning the reset was helping. Have a bunch of screwdrivers here. I'm not sure which one will be correct, but okay, seems to be the star one. Hold on, I'm gonna see. You may see how it looks like. Yeah. So usually I'm not fixing this kind of type of electronics. I'm doing a little bit more advanced, but I know many of you may have similar issue, and I would like to share with you. It could be a little bit shaky. So this console start experience issues when after exactly, hold on, this is a day of manufacturing, it's November 2020, so we're talking 4 years, but I remember I bought that around 3 years ago, so probably was somewhere on the shelf for a while, whatever shipment and so on. So as far as I may see, we have two screws over here. They are I will call that torque. Well, hold on, because to be careful, because the camera is very close to my hand and the desk is a bit shaking. I have here extra light, so you may see. So sliding this like that, we have pads you may see already kind of dust. I want to tell you that this unit was clean from outside and really didn't help. So that was standard hoovering. Hold on, because this looks like I will have to look for different torque. Curious to have. Have few torques, but as this is they are kind of simple tools. Yeah, that should be grand. Yeah. So this slides off. Curious what else we have here. We have a button over here. This should kind of easily come off, if I'm not mistaken. Should be some locking system on the top. No. Probably we will have to see if there is anything on the corners. See, I'm opening this the first time. This looks like should slide up to me anyway. Should doesn't mean will. because this panel is, I don't feel anything under the sticker. Doesn't mean it's not there. Yeah. Okay, let's start maybe from those screws. I think they could be one of those which they holding the they're kind of probably torque around say 0.8. I don't have actually here the torque. But in my opinion, this is supposed to kind of slide off. Hold on. Let's check the guide of this product. Okay, so those two screws and those green ones, so be aware when you do that, probably you're gonna damage the seal over here, and pre-warranty will not cover that, so make sure Xbox is out of warranty. Otherwise, you contact your local store, whatever you bought, and they will guide you how you may sorry, not that one, how you may actually send for repair for true warranty, but usually those issues with artifacts, and I have to actually see how bad it is. I hope it's just some sort of accumulation of dust or dirt over there, and that's what is causing. Otherwise, the option will be to do reballing and see how this will end up. So this is actually going slowly. Did I miss any screw with that reflection? Okay, and possibly this. No, this is not green. It's green. A little bit inside. Okay. Yes, so there was some locking mechanism, so be careful because you may break that. So as I mentioned before, I actually cleaned that part with a hoover already and didn't really help. Here it looks relatively clean, so we will go further with the be careful. Here is some sort of chip. I may think it's Wi-Fi or something similar to that. Yeah, it will be probably Wi-Fi, as a MAC address is there. And yeah, so you see, oh, that is another one. Okay, so you see, it's actually kind of easy to damage those PCBs, especially during the phase when you removing them, this cover. All right, so now let's see how to get rid of this, and I believe will be now more tricky. We have a bit more screws to take off. I think after those it's good advice, you know, just to mark the long screws so you don't gonna mix up later on. Whatever, you might use a pen or marker. I know it's out of warranty, so I don't bother, you know. Yeah. You may use a box as a container for the screws, you know, that's a good habit. Or if you have some kind of container near you may do that. I actually do not have. My desk is already busy with a lot of other, I will say, rubbish. Okay, let's go. So this, I think, is a T10, as you may see here. Previous one which I was using to unscrew was I believe was T6 or T8. Marking actually gone. Yeah, let's go with those. Here it's gonna be I think main chip, as looks like kind of support radiator to release the heat. I have to say this console is well made, even if you know, you see it's pretty built up and a lot of metal to release the heat. Hopefully all of those screws was the same. Let's see that we get any of the freedom. Not really, as we may see here, it's a lot of dust. Okay, we may take off now. Probably this was already released from the previous screws, with some kind of way was holding tight. So yeah, for some reason, I don't know what is that, it looks to me like some kind of corrosion. I don't know, maybe it wasn't plated well, maybe something went wrong during production, or they cover with some kind of black residue, I don't know. So that's the pretty much metal part. Here now I think everything should go easily. So we have here 5 pins connector, which I will recommend you to use tweezer. They have all kind of locking mechanism, but this one, you see this, this is a key, so you have to go that direction. The fan is relatively in a good condition, so I don't think that was the main issue anyway. Let's see that we were gonna be able to lift that. I see, not really. Okay, possibly those screws here will hold the CPU and whatsoever. It's the same screwdriver as to open the unit, those main two screws. Okay, you see I'm holding from another side this radiator, and reason it's actually gonna be may when I will take all four screws may fall down, which we would like to avoid, you know, because we already removed the fan. I hope my camera is not shaking too much when I'm doing this. Hold on, we will try maybe lift that side. It's actually free to move, or no, not really. Okay, that's mean we are still in a game. This is a power supply. Be careful, the capacitors could be charged there. So even if you decide to take off, cap could be charged, so you may get a little bit of shock. You see, I see a lot of dust over here, but that dust is not main issue. Later on I'm gonna clean that, probably some compressed air. If you don't have it, you may go ahead and do with some small hoover, you know. I'm trying to get rid of that dust. Okay, I will do that maybe later on. Let's go to the heart of this console. This is important. Do not remove that. This is actually heatsink, and that will that the main reason why it's here, supposed to release heat from the socket for your extension storage. So in the future, if you will have you would like to expand your memory, it may overheat. Here we have one of the chip, and that's probably is one of the control chip BGA. I think it's not responsible for main graphic functionality. However, I will call this as a kind of bridge to support all of those actually fast lines devices, which is USB, you know, SSD drive here. Those chips probably are kind of regulators as well. Here probably inside we have a bunch of regulators. Whatever, I believe you may buy this separately somewhere. It looks like well designed. I really like the I will say the way that you may just simply remove and replace. So in the case if you have spare parts, yeah, you are free to do so. Here I'm checking how it's actually. I don't want to use any force, extra force to release that. It's interesting that stuck to the actually heatsink, or it's attached with something extra screws or something which we do not see. Okay, I will try to gently pull that. Doesn't really want to go. Let me see how this is actually assembled here. Apparently I do not see anything that's supposed to hold that. Only this network system socket, which is going under, may have some impact. Yeah, it's kind of moving, but I don't want to use force. Let's see if I may push that from that direction a little bit. Be careful to don't damage thread. Here is some screw, but this screw is not going close enough. Okay, I have to figure out this, bear with me.